Stop scrolling, because Netflix is hiding some of the best sci-fi movies you've probably never watched. Not bad ones, not average ones. I'm talking mind-bending thrillers, brutal AI experiments, claustrophobic survival nightmares, and high-concept sci-fi that messes with your head long after the credits roll. Welcome back to Top 10 Cine Binge. Today, I'm counting down 10 seriously underrated sci-fi movies on Netflix. From smart, low-budget thrillers to explosive action spectacles and dark, futuristic stories that feel way too real. Trust me, if you love movies like Ex Machina, Black Mirror, or Blade Runner, you're going to want to stay till the end, because number 1 is criminally overlooked. Number 10, Spectral, 2016. Kicking things off at number 10 is Spectral, one of Netflix's most underrated sci-fi action films. Before Netflix was pumping out originals every week, this one slipped out quietly and deserved way more attention. The story follows a DARPA scientist dropped into a war-torn city where U.S. soldiers are being slaughtered by something that bullets can't touch. These aren't insurgents. They're ghost-like entities that freeze soldiers on contact. No rules, no explanation. What makes Spectral stand out is how grounded it feels despite the supernatural threat. The military tactics feel real, the science is treated seriously, and the final act, with soldiers fully geared up in sci-fi armor, is pure video game energy. If you love military sci-fi with strong visuals and zero filler, this one's a must. Number 9, Warriors of Future, 2022. At number 9, we're turning the spectacle dial all the way up with Warriors of Future. This Hong Kong sci-fi epic proves one thing very clearly. Hollywood does not have a monopoly on blockbuster visuals. The setup is simple and doesn't pretend to be anything else. A massive alien plant crashes to Earth, poisons the environment, and suddenly humanity's last hope is a squad of soldiers wearing Iron Man-style mech suits. That's it. That's the pitch. And honestly, that's all it needs. This is pure popcorn sci-fi, heavy armor, explosive battles, and non-stop action. If you love Pacific Rim, aliens, or mech combat in general, this movie is a blast. Turn off your brain, crank up the volume, and enjoy the chaos. Number 8, Paradise, 2023.
38 Jahre.
Sie haben Ihre Hilfe versprochen.
Die holen uns jetzt wieder.
Number 8 brings us one of the most disturbing concepts on this entire list, Paradise. This German sci-fi thriller feels like a painfully realistic episode of Black Mirror, and that's not a compliment. It's a warning. In this world, time literally is money. A biotech company has invented a way for people to transfer years of their life to others. The rich buy youth. The poor sell their future just to survive the present. Our main character, Max, works inside this system, convincing desperate people to give up years of their lives. Everything shatters when Max's own wife is forced to give up 40 years overnight, aging instantly into an old woman. What makes Paradise so unsettling is how believable it feels. It doesn't scream horror. It whispers it, quiet, tense, and morally crushing. This is one of those films that sticks with you long after it ends. Number 7, Tao, 2018.
Do everything Tao says.
I have been instructed to inflict pain should you not comply with my command.
At number 7, Tao, a slick, claustrophobic sci-fi thriller that feels like Ex Machina trapped inside a high-tech nightmare. From the very first scene, you know something is off. This isn't just a prison. It's a thinking one. Micah Monroe plays a sharp, street-smart grifter who's abducted and locked inside a futuristic smart house by a sadistic tech genius. But here's the twist. The real villain isn't the man. It's the house itself. The AI, called Tao, controls the lights, the temperature, the doors, even pain. Every escape attempt turns into a deadly mind game. I'll be honest, the story isn't perfect, but where Tao really wins is atmosphere. The neon visuals, tight pacing, and constant psychological sparring between human instinct and artificial intelligence kept me hooked. It's tense, stylish, and way more entertaining than most people give it credit for. Number 6, ARQ, 2016.
You're crazy. Just me, I'm wrong.
This can't be happening.
At number 6, we've got ARQ, a small movie with a massive idea. This is a time loop thriller that takes place almost entirely inside one apartment, and somehow never feels repetitive. During a violent home invasion, the main character dies and instantly wakes up at the start of the same morning. Again and again. Each reset reveals new betrayals, new angles, and the horrifying truth that the loop is tied to an experimental machine he created. What I love about ARQ is how much it accomplishes with so little. Same location, same characters, but every loop changes the stakes. Number 5, Oxygen, 2021.
Niveau d'oxygène approchant du seuil critique.
Number 5 is pure claustrophobic terror. Oxygen is one of the most anxiety-inducing sci-fi thrillers Netflix has ever released. A woman wakes up trapped inside a coffin-sized medical pod with no memory of who she is or how she got there. The only thing she knows? Her oxygen supply is running out. Fast. Her only companion is a cold, emotionless AI that refuses to help beyond strict protocols. Melanie Laurent completely carries this film, delivering raw panic and desperation without ever leaving the pod. And just when you think you understand what's happening, the movie drops a twist that recontextualizes everything. If you like single-location survival thrillers like Buried, this one will wreck your nerves. Number 4, In the Shadow of the Moon, 2019. Number 4 is the most layered film on this list. In the Shadow of the Moon starts as a gritty serial killer thriller and slowly morphs into something far more mind-bending. A Philadelphia detective hunts a mysterious killer who appears every 9 years, unchanged, unaged, repeating the same pattern. The case consumes him, destroying his career, his family, and eventually his grip on reality. What makes this movie special is its patience. The sci-fi elements stay hidden beneath the crime drama until the truth finally clicks. And when it does, then it hits hard. If you enjoy slow-burn mysteries like Looper or Predestination, this one is criminally overlooked. Number 3, They Cloned Tyrone, 2023.
Your spider senses tingle.
Breaking into the top 3 is They Cloned Tyrone. And honestly, this movie is a vibe. Netflix dropped it quietly in 2023, and it's a shame more people aren't talking about it. This genre-blending sci-fi mystery mixes blaxploitation style, dark comedy, and government conspiracy. 3 unlikely heroes stumble upon a massive underground operation literally cloning people to control society. Jamie Foxx is hilarious, John Boyega is terrifyingly good playing multiple versions of himself, and the social commentary is razor-sharp. It's weird, bold, and easily one of Netflix's most original sci-fi films. Number 2, I Am Mother, 2019. At number 2 is I Am Mother, a film that quietly messes with your head. After humanity's extinction, a teenage girl is raised inside an underground bunker by a robot simply called Mother, an AI designed to rebuild civilization. For the girl, Mother isn't a machine. She's a parent. That belief is shattered when a wounded woman from the outside world arrives, claiming the robots caused humanity's downfall. What makes this film work is restraint. The tension comes from ideas, control, morality, parenting, not explosions. The robot suit is practical, not CGI, which makes every interaction feel disturbingly real. The ending is dark, thoughtful, and unforgettable. Number 1, What Happened to Monday, 2017. And finally, at number 1, we have What Happened to Monday, a sci-fi thriller that should have been a global hit and somehow wasn't. In a future enforcing a strict one-child policy, 7 identical sisters share a single identity. Each one is allowed outside only on her assigned day. Monday goes missing, and suddenly their entire existence is at risk. The tension never lets up, the action is brutal, and Noomi Rapace delivers an incredible performance playing all 7 sisters so convincingly you forget it's one actress. This is the kind of high-concept sci-fi that sticks with you. So that's my list of seriously underrated sci-fi movies on Netflix. Films that didn't get the hype they deserved, but absolutely stick with you once the credits roll. Honestly, lists like this remind me why I love digging through streaming libraries, because some of the best sci-fi isn't loud or flashy, it's quietly brilliant. If you've already seen a few of these, let me know which one hit you the hardest. And if there's a hidden sci-fi movie you think everyone else is sleeping on, drop it in the comments. I'm always looking for the next great watch. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more underrated movie lists, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep watching Smarter Sci-Fi.